contract. The developers' contracts are very complicated at times. They would have different clauses at times. And one of the things you want to do is you want to take this contract to a lawyer and get it reviewed. But being in business for 25 years, I've reviewed through many contracts. And one of the things I have found, here's some clauses to be aware of. Price adjustment clause. So this clause says in the contract that at the completion time, the developer can actually change your price 3-4% higher than current value that you agreed on if they can show that the cost of construction went up. So you always want the developer to cross this clause out from your contract if this clause is in your contract. The second thing you want to do is there's a clause where it says first right of refusal clause. What this states is that after your project completes, for the first 18 months, you can only sell it to the developer, your unit. And that even at 80% of the value you paid. So if you see a clause like that, you want that crossed out too, right? The other thing you want to do is you want to look at parking, if the parking is included. And what does it say about locker? Because we caught one of the contracts where it said parking and or locker. So we got the developer to actually cross the word or out, and now it says parking and locker, because otherwise you would get parking or a locker, right? So you always want to read through developers' contracts carefully and to make sure that some of these clauses are not on your contract and that parking and locker is included. And there's many other things. How do deficiencies work? At the time of walking through, once your unit is almost done for completion, how will that work? How will warranty work? And what is the developer's subjects in the contract? What allows them to back out of the contract? How about completion date? Because what we're finding is a lot of developers are promising late completion date, but they're moving up completion like 6 months early. They're completing early. And it kind of throws off a buyer because they have planned their purchase based on the developer completing on time, not before time, not after time, but on time. And when that happens, where they complete before time, that can be a problem. So you want to make sure that these things are dealt with when you're drafting the contract and signing the contract, because if they're not, then there could be an issue later on, right? So you want to make sure that you stay out of trouble when signing the contract. So I want to take this time and I want to thank you. I want to thank you for trusting me and watching through these 5-6 series videos to understand how pre-sales work. My goal as a realtor, as a buyer's agent, is to make sure that none of my clients go through any financial hardships and that research is done properly, and it's not based on just buying a pre-sale because everyone is buying, but buying a pre-sale with a proper analysis, with proper research that should be done when buying a pre-sale condo. So if there's anything we can do to further enhance your experience of pre-sale condo purchase, give us a call. And there's a link below on this video where you can actually sign up for a free discovery call with us, and then we can decide on setting a buyer consultation meeting at that time after doing the discovery call. So do click on the link below, set up a discovery call, and let's sit together and go through some of this information more in depth so you understand when buying a pre-sale condo what kind of things to avoid and what things make a pre-sale condo a good purchase. I look forward to having you in my office so I can sit with you and talk to you and help you design a game plan with your investments. Thank you so much for watching. I look forward to having you soon.